Hi, Sean here, and I just got out of seeing Deadpool and Wolverine, the latest and greatest from the Deadpool franchise, starring Ryan Reynolds and, of course, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. A big get, considering that he was not supposed to come back as Wolverine, but here he is in this movie. There have been a lot of rumors swirling around as to what's going to be in this movie. Does it close out things in the MCU? Is it part of the MCU? What cameos are in it? Etc. etc. Just to start off, I'll just say I like this as an experience to watch once. I don't know if I love it. I don't think I love it. I don't even know if I'll watch it again. Not to say that this is a bad movie. It's a fun experience, but there's barely any story. The story's hard to figure out, and there are a couple villains, and at least for one driving villain, I can't even figure out what his motivation is. I say his, so there you go. Yeah, look, this movie is about basically Deadpool is charged into a mission that goes into different timelines and different universes, and has to recruit a Wolverine to save a universe. And then for most of the movie, they're in a place called the Void, which is where all the misfits from all the universes are in, and that's just chock-a-block full of cameos. It's pretty cool, the cameo part at least. And then they have to save, like Deadpool and Wolverine have to save the universe from a couple villains. Cassandra Nova's in this. She's one of the villains. She rules the Void. And then there's Paradox, who is a TVA character. He's the main driving villain, I would say. And his motivations are all over the map. Look, the thing is, if you stop to think about this movie, it falls right apart. Really what this movie's made for is all the cool cameos, and there are a lot. I'm not going to give them away here. You can easily find them online. There's some that are like really crowd-pleasing moments. That's pretty awesome. Pretty much everyone's in this movie. But I think this is, to me, this is a lot like Spider-Man No Way Home, in that I saw that in the theater and I thought it was awesome, and I gave it like a 9 out of 10. I thought it was amazing, and I bought it on Blu-ray, and I can't sit through it again. It's 3 hours, and I feel like all of the surprises and the appearances and all that stuff was the movie. Beyond that, strip all that away, and there's not a lot to revisit. And I feel like that's the same thing with Deadpool and Wolverine. It's like, by all means, go watch it in a crowded theater with people whooping and hollering whenever they see someone they know, and all that stuff, and laughing at the jokes. The jokes are funny. And they do roast the MCU. But really, this is, I feel like, and you'll see this in the end credits, because there is a whole montage of stuff in the end credits. I feel like this is a closeout of the 20th Century Fox Marvel stuff, right? So there's that. It's sort of like an homage at the end. Wolverine himself, my problem with these alternate universe guys is that they're not the character you know. So yes, it's Deadpool and Wolverine, and Hugh Jackman plays Wolverine, a character called Wolverine. It's not your Wolverine. And he does get the costume. He dons the mask towards the end. There you go. There's a spoiler for you. But it's, when you get into his backstory, it's not Wolverine. It's another guy called Wolverine, because that's what the universes are. It's like, every different version of different universe versions of characters are different characters. They're not the character you know. An alternate universe Superman is not your Superman. And that's really apparent here. So, I don't know. Look, I wanted to love this movie. But there's not a lot for me to latch onto here. Deadpool is funny. There's a lot of meandering scenes, but that's what you're gonna get with something like this. They're gonna have fights just because the fight is cool. At one point they fight like 100 different Deadpools, and it has nothing to do with the overall stakes. But you want to see it, I guess, right? Aside from all the surprises and all the cool cameos and everything, I don't know if there's a lot to revisit here as a good movie. I'll probably buy it in Blu-ray and see if I can sit through it again. I mean, the good thing is it's a 2-hour running time and not like the 3-hour running time of Spider-Man No Way Home. So maybe I can find myself sitting through it again. But listen, I don't hate it. It's not a bad movie. It's a messy story, almost storyless. But hey, the motivations are all over the place. I don't know who wants what here. But as an experience with all sorts of cool comic book imagery, there's a great montage of different Wolverines. It's pretty awesome. If you know your comics, it's pretty cool. Aside from the experience of seeing all that for the first time, I don't know if I can recommend second and third viewings, but I definitely recommend you checking it out at least once. That would be a great time at the theater. Beyond that, I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry. I thought I would be like gushing about this, but it's all right. Great for comic book geeks. So that's my take on Deadpool and Wolverine. Until next time, take care.